Well, hello, I'm Bob Dendry, this is Boring Guy Plays, and welcome back to City Skylines 2. Now, we are a great town, apparently. That milestone literally came up while the game was still loading, so I don't know exactly what the go is there. But we've arrived as a great town, and there was celebration all around. There is a new patch out as well yesterday as I record this, which seems to also bring a few fixes with it as well. So looking at the progression panel, as you can see, we have increased our loan limit again. I don't think we've actually taken a loan yet, have we? I don't think so. And we also have unlocked high density business. So we are well on the way to be able to build a wonderful, sprawling, dense CBD, which we will hopefully be getting to in not too long. If you look at our demand panel, we've pretty much got massive demand for everything. So that is pretty much going to give us license to really do whatever we want this episode. However, before we go on to expanding the city, I want to try and help some of our pinch points because we do have a few. So let's have a look at each of them and we'll see what we can do to maybe assist with the situation. So we've got Highland Street here, which as we can see, we've got our weird spaghetti-like junction there. But aside from that, there's a lot of traffic both coming through the junction and also coming from our motorways as well. And as you can see, it's not looking great right now. We've got a lot of traffic held up. Not great at all. I think we can maybe assist with this by maybe adding a section of 3-lane. Now, of course, there's the opinion that by adding lanes, you're just going to produce more demand, which is, you know, it's a fair enough concern, definitely. But I think we really need to do that at this point. We really are struggling. It's not looking great going back to the motorway. So I think that small section of 3-lane hopefully will just spread out the traffic a little bit more. We've also got quite a bit of congestion here on Birch Street, which is partially caused by there really being only one bridge across the river to our industrial area. So we will look to potentially add a second access road that removes the cul-de-sacing there, and hopefully that will spread out some of the road traffic. Probably Primrose Street and maybe Anchor Street might be a good shout for a secondary connection we can make here. Like so. Oh, that's very low. No. No. Not like so, actually. Oh god, I'm completely stuffing this up. Hang on. Is that a little bit better? Not really. It's acceptable though. Finally, we've got Sunnyside Street. This is another cul-de-sac going into an industrial area, funnily enough, and I think there's a fairly simple fix we can do there. So we made the decision that we do not want a direct motorway connection to this area, and I stand by that. However, what we could potentially look to do is actually build a parallel local road connection that sort of follows the alignment of our motorway and then can join up probably in Birch Street, which I guess will sort of make this a bit of a ring road, won't it? But I think that is a good shout. So yeah, I'm thinking we'll run a parallel local road to our motorway, which I think we should be able to, if I'm not mistaken. Do something like this. Potentially. Don't know how to do this. No, actually we can't. That only builds 2 roads, I guess. That's okay though. I think we should be able to work this out as Pumpkin joins me at the keyboard. I apologize if you hear licking, scratching, or otherwise strangeness. That's just Pumpkin being a pumpkin. And that's going to be too much slope, but if we pause, we should be able to fix it. All right, and from here, yeah, we're just going to join up at Birch Street. Which I think is here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. This might present problems if we need to expand this motorway, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there, I guess. So popping back over here to our sort of Highland Street thing. Whoa, is that Highland Street? It loops back around. I don't like that at all. That is confusing as all hell. Take a left at Highland Street. I mean, like the second Highland Street. Can we fix that? Can we? No, I don't think we can. Unlike in Skylines 1 where you can like change the like what part of a street sort of is the street, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really making much sense, am I? In any case, what I think we could do here is to add a direct connection from Main Road into the sort of Concord Bluff area. I think we have a... No, we don't actually. So I'm thinking what we could do, we could potentially stick maybe another roundabout on Main Road here and just have that sort of loop around under our motorway. Potentially under the railway and sort of link up at Wood Street. And that should allow sort of a secondary access point to this more built up area. I'll go with a large roundabout here. And that looks pretty good. We haven't removed any road. We haven't removed any businesses either, which is always a good thing. And we will run with a 4-lane divided road. And yeah, we're just going to skirt around the edge here. We can just sneak under and then link up there. That's okay. Ooh, hang on. Ooh, the void. It's okay. I don't like these retaining wall sections because the shadows aren't great in this game at the moment. Also, it's a little bit orbitally. I might fix that up. Make sort of a more direct connection rather than going a bit up and down. Yeah, it's a bit better. Don't like that though. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit nicer. And we're already seeing a little bit of usage, and hopefully this will be a decent sort of relief road. So everyone doesn't have to go through the oh, hang on. Well, that's freed up. This is not looking as bad. I think there are sort of peak hours and stuff in this game, to be honest, so that probably explains part of that. All right, so looking at this area over here, this may be a good shout for our first sort of neighborhood of this video. Now, it's probably not the most desirable area to live in. Obviously, you've got the power plant right there, you've got the port, but you've got lots of jobs nearby as well. So I think we can get a nice mix of medium and high density affordable housing in this area. I think that will probably work quite well. And yeah, people will have jobs nearby that they can go to as well. We could potentially even look to get a train station in here, but I'm not sure exactly where it would fit. We'll probably need another road connection as well, so we can remove the sort of cul-de-sac type thing here. What is happening there? No car access. Really? I feel like it did not complain about that last episode. Solved. Is that what we were waiting for to actually start working? I don't know. So yeah, this area here I think will be quite decent. And I think we can get a nice sort of a main dragon as well. We can sort of grid off this. There's not going to be there's not going to be a 100% regular grid, obviously, because we do have some contours. As you can see, we're getting some sort of funky lots in here, but I think that should still work. These are also not the same size either. The grid is bigger on this side. Oh well. Yeah, I'm not sure how we got the grid size that we ended up with, to be honest. All right, we've got a nice little new area that we can build on. You might even be able to fit a little bit more grid down here as well. Yeah, we actually fit quite a bit of grid there, so I think that's pretty nice. On the other side, looks like we're actually fairly flat here as well, but I think we'll leave it free for the moment. Don't think we necessarily need to grid up there or anything like that. Okay, so what we're going to zone here, we're going to zone a mix of low rent housing and mixed housing as well and that's going to be focused on Hillside Street. And then we'll probably just stick predominantly medium density for the rest of the area. We might have our mixed on the main drag. Oh, Epicurean Garden. Luxurious living spaces atop a high-end restaurant. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, we'll come check that out in a bit. All right, we might... No, I was going to say we might get some regular high density, but I think we'll leave that. But we might fit in a little bit of lower density around here as well. So this should hopefully help a little bit with the people who are complaining about the high rents. This will be a little bit more affordable housing. It's also closer to jobs as well, I think, than like this bit here. So I think it might be potentially some pluses all around. We'll also get some parks in this area, I think, as well. Use them to sort of fill out the space between our local roads and the main road, I think. And how's our health coverage going to be here? Looks actually like it's all right, but we might get a medical center in here as well, just to make sure we are covering off everything. How's death care looking? Looks like death care's looking all right now. Ooh. Ooh. That's very nice. Old factory condos. We might keep that in the back pocket for potentially if we convert an industrial area to a residential area a little bit later on. Oh no, we're having some of this stuff happening again. I thought that sort of finished up. Oh god. We have 15 tiles now we can unlock, and I'm thinking what we might actually do is do something a bit weird and actually unlock this segment over here and start to plan and build up our CBD type area. Of course, we're going to need to purchase enough tiles to get to a highway or a motorway or something like that so we can actually connect it up. But I think it might make sense to do that. So we can sort of do something like this. Money, that's 12 permits used. That's actually not too bad. That does still allow us some sort of breadth to purchase over here should we need to. We could even take off maybe a couple like so, even like that, and yeah, give us something new to purchase. So there we go. We've got a new little patch that we will potentially start to work on as our sort of CBD. Gosh. Got this crash that's happened here. It's been like that for a while. So obviously the police are having some trouble cleaning it up, and it is causing absolute pandemonium. Wow. Then Highland Street is starting to back up again. Oh man. Congestion is definitely not quite as simple in this game to clean up than it was in City Skylines 1. And I'm okay with that, to be honest. I think that's pretty good, that it's more of a challenge. It's more of a game mechanic. God, look at this. We've even got congestion over here. And of course, we probably do need to look at a secondary connection as well, rather than just having the single road here, because this is a bit of a major hub now, to be honest. We've got, obviously, we've got a major residential hub, and it's also a major employment hub as well. So potentially, we need to look at upgrading these connections. One thing we can probably do off the bat is look to get some public transport running. This should help to reduce the amount of people who have to rely on cars to get to where they need to go. So I think what we could do is maybe have a major bus stop around here, obviously near our sort of major employment hub. And we can have our lines run through our new community. We can have stops near our sort of employment destinations over here. And from there, yeah, they can head on into the city. Or into the main town, I guess. At this point, it's not a city. We shouldn't call it as such. Or we could even... No, actually, yeah, but we will have it head via this sort of major employment district, and then it'll sort of come back in here and head back into town. I think that makes sense. So let's go. There we go, new route. And we're once again heading towards topping out our bus depot. In fact, we have. So we might actually need to get another bus depot or potentially shift this one to somewhere where we have a bit more room to expand. Over in our industrial area here might be a good shout, because we have a little bit more room that we can expand, and we can, of course, repurpose this with some more industrial or commercial. What's happening over here? Weather damage. It's being damaged by bad weather. What? How do we solve that? I don't know. Must be like a big storm blowing through or something. Okay. Not sure how we solve for that at this point. Oh, okay, it's okay now, apparently. They are all repaired. All at once. Anyway, so I'm thinking we might, yeah, shift the bus depot over to this area here, maybe, along Daffodil Street. So we'll just get a new road in. Why did you connect up there? What is happening? A bit weird. We can just make that connection there. And can we just move you? Yeah, we can. Maybe on the inside here. Yeah, okay. I think that probably is pretty decent. And yes, we will need another... at least another shed. Maybe two. I'll just get two in to just make sure we've got all the capacity we need. Okay, and yeah, we can add some... Did I build that as a... I did. Let's convert that to just a 2-lane road. And yeah, we might just add some additional gridding in here. And we can yeah, zone this out. Might just get some additional business zoning in here, I think. Alrighty, so we've done a little bit of work in our original town, and now I want to have a look at what will be our sort of CBD capital city type area, which obviously we've purchased a few squares. I purchased a few more than what we'd originally purchased as well. And I think we want to plan this area really well. Rather than this area, which is a bit of a patchwork of different sort of grid types, things like that, which is intentionally unintentional, I guess. These are sort of different parts of developments, different developments themselves. So, of course, they're going to naturally not all be exactly the same. So I'm happy with that. But I think we want to at least master plan at least the start of this sort of CBD area. And I think if we can get a nice, highly planned grid, I think it will serve us quite well in this area. Now, we need to base everything off, of course, where our traffic is going to be coming from, which at the moment is this 2-lane highway. Eventually, we will hopefully be able to expand this or upgrade it to be a bit of a motorway. Obviously, at the moment, we don't have anywhere near enough squares to make that happen. So we'll have to, I guess, just deal with what we've got available to us right now. So I'm going to hook onto this with a 3-lane road, let's say. And from there, we will sort of expand up to a 4+ lane road from there. We can actually have this quite a bit lower than it was when we built it originally. So there's that, I guess. So there we go. We've got our, what will be our sort of crossing point onto our highway. And from there, we're actually going to expand this to a 4-lane road at the moment. And potential will leave some corridors if we do want to expand it eventually to a 6-lane road. But I think 4 lanes is fine right now. And yeah, we're just going to have this pretty much just head straight through this sort of number of squares we've got. So this is going to be our sort of arterial slash, I don't know what you would call it. Why aren't... Okay, it's being a bit weird. It was like not properly snapping. Like so, look, it's... Okay, it is snapped. There, perfect. All right. And want to expand this a little bit as well. So you're not going down to a single... Oh, God. There we go. Okay, cool. Easy. All right, so there we go. We've got our sort of main type road. We'll also have a 4-lane road running in this direction as well. It's not where I wanted that, though. All right, it says 90 degrees. So I'm expecting it to be 90 degrees. Alrighty, so we've got the first little bit of our grid. As I mentioned, we will be keeping 200 meter lengths on our main roads, but from there we will drop down to 100. 100-ish, apparently. I've clearly picked a not great length, haven't I? Oh, we can do 100. Is that 100? Don't know, hard to tell, isn't it? No, it's 104. Bloody hell. It's fine, we can work this out. Okay, it's giving us overlapping items. Interesting. I guess that's probably due to the slope, I'm guessing. Ah, didn't mean to do that. I was just measuring. What would it do if we did this? It would say invalid shape. Okay, interesting. So the grid tool doesn't like our grid setup. Okay. To be fair, I don't really like our grid setup either. Though, actually, that looks like that's perfect. I'm not sure. We worked it out going in this direction. Not the other one. It's probably because it's not actually quite even, is it? That actually works. Okay. We might need to try again on the other side. Okay. 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 Looking good so far, actually. All right. Nice little starting grid. I think it would be good as well to clear out a bit of space for sort of a town hall type situation. And I'm just considering maybe actually we could get our town hall sort of on this little island bit by itself. That might be cool. Of course, we don't have the requisite building permits to do that right now, but I think that's probably what we'll do. That is not straight. is it the case that that's not straight, or is our road not straight? I'm not sure. No, it's fine. Hopefully, anyway. Yeah, we're good. And I'm thinking we're going to want to put our university here, and I think this little patch of land might be a good place for it, so we can sort of break the grid out a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting. I think that's a nice little start. So I might build our little area that we'll put our university in. It's going to be quite a large area. I might just make it a whole sort of education campus rather than specifically a university. So I'll need to make sure we have enough space for all of the different permutations, like the add-ons and things like that for each of the educational institutions. And yeah, we'll have that there. Do we get power here? No, we don't. Oh, shit. Oh, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Oh. Well. Oh, we're actually running out of power as well. Oh, shit. Hang on. It's overloaded. How did we overload so fast? What's the go with that? Doesn't look like it's overloaded. What? What is that? Electricity bottleneck. Oh, okay. Interesting. Why? I guess we might need some more transformers or something, maybe. So these wind turbines all hook up to the battery station, which I'm assuming feeds as well to the grid. Or am I incorrect in saying that? It looks like it does. Maybe we just need another transformer station. Okay. Interesting. Maybe we can have a transformer near our hospital. Is that a connection? Yes, it is. Okay. Looks like that has solved the problem. Okay, so clearly that was obviously a very weak point to be flowing a large amount of electricity through. So it looks like we're looking pretty good now, though. But that doesn't distract from the main issue we have, is that we actually need to connect these two areas so we can get power between them. And unfortunately, we don't quite have enough squares. So we've got we've only got 2 squares available, in fact. This doesn't bode well for us. I completely forgot about the need to connect power and water, apparently. We could, of course, get our own independent grid over here, which will be fine for the moment. Obviously, that will cause a little bit of confusion because we won't have a complete view of the grid, because obviously it's 2 separated grids. But I think we might need to do that right now, at least for the moment. Potentially a solar power plant, maybe. How big is that? Let's have a look. In fact, how far away are we from it? Oh, we're not far away. In fact, we can just unlock it like that. So how big is the solar power plant? It's massive. Look at that. Wow. I think we should be good to tee off here. I think we should be able to fit it in there, right? Oh, barely. But hey, it's power. Now, it's not connected to the network. I mean, it is. Right? Connected there. So what do we do there to shut that up? We might need to just put another transformer station somewhere. Because obviously it's not required, but I just don't want to have the that annoying icon. So we might just do that. Now, that should be fine. But we do need water and sewerage as well. Which we can probably sneak into this area, you know. So we can get the wastewater treatment in here. And we could get a ground pumping station here. I think that should be fine. That should serve our needs right now. Which is good, but we just need to be really careful now when we're looking at how our grid and water are looking, because we're not going to have a complete picture anymore. But I think we're in a good position now to... Oh, and we're starting to get a little bit of snow. Look at that. Very cool. So are we going to start to see like snow building up? Maybe? We'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, I want to start getting some stuff placed down here. So what options do we have here? Wide sidewalks. A wide sidewalk in the middle. I'm thinking... It would be great if we could get like a 6-lane road, but with no... like a 4-lane road the size of a 6-lane road, so we could have like nice wide sidewalks but still have parking available is what I'm talking about. But of course that's not really possible. That's okay, that's fine. We probably do want to get some sort of alley connections in here as well, I think. But we'll just build... Oh, look! It is snowing! Oh, that just changed over. As we were in the info view. Very cool. Look at this. It's snowing. How cool. Big fan. The snow is a lot nicer than it was in City Skylines 1 anyway, and I don't know why we've got that big dip there. That was not part of the plan. Yeah, this is really cool. I like it. And like the parked cars have snow on top of them and stuff. Oh, love it. I'm guessing accidents happen more often in the snow, right? Oh, hang on. Obviously. How'd you get up there? Did you come... I don't... Oh, hang on. Oh, you got some big fires happening here. Some snow fires. Are you part of this? Did you cause this? Are you part of the problem here? I am suspicious. Anyway. Let's start to get some of this laid down. So on our main drag here, I think we want a mixture of, well, probably everything, to be honest. Bit of high density business, probably primarily high density business, and a bit of office as well, and maybe a little bit of high density residential as well. And we'll use the marquee tool rather than the flood fill, I think. Probably get started here anyway. I don't think we've got a high density office yet, actually, do we? which is a little bit unfortunate. Not yet. Small city, which looks like it's the next milestone. So we might just put up the low density and then we can get rid of those once we have the requisite ability to build, I guess. We actually don't have any demand for high density residential right now, which is unfortunate. So we'll need to get some medium density. I guess we can probably keep that along sort of periphery of what we built right now. We might even make it mixed use. There we go. We're starting to have some people move in. Oh, hang on. Better. We do have quite a bit of demand for low density, but yeah. No, we're not doing that right now. But yeah, we've got the first sort of start of our CBD, which is cool to see. I don't know if we're going to be producing all that much power when our power plant is covered in ice. We could definitely get a battery in as well. Maybe down the road a little bit we might consider that. We definitely need to get some choo-choos in here though. Obviously people are going to need to get to work if they live in the burbs and are coming into the office. Like me, I live 2 hours away from my office for my day job because I just decided I want to live in the burbs. So we're going to need to support that with some good public transport links. And of course, we already have a... Do we already have a local service? Actually, I'm not sure if we do. I think it might be a through... No, we don't have a local service because it goes through to this connection. But we can switch it because we already do have the through intercity service. So we can use our existing line that goes up to this area here and repurpose that to come into the city. So I think we might have a what will at the moment be the terminus, maybe along here on Poplar Street, but we can of course extend it to Town Hall later on, I think. And we've also got the opportunity to build metros as well once we have those unlocked. Yeah, we definitely want to get a train station in here, and we're probably going to fully upgrade this one as well. We'll get the extra platforms in, and we'll also get the station services as well. Very nice. This is a bit of a, shall we say, sort of a flagship station. At the moment anyway. Of course, once we have one over at our town hall area. Wow, look at how big that is. So I think that's one of our high density residential buildings actually being built. Very cool. Look how tall that is. That is amazing. So we will connect this up anyway, right now. And we might actually connect in both directions as well. So we can have some intercity services from over in this direction that come directly into town. And then we will link up to our existing lines as well. In fact, we can probably have intercity service from both of these connection points as well as the suburban service. So it probably makes sense then that we've got the 3 pairs here. We might get 2 pairs of tracks then, if that's the case. Oops. Can we connect on there? Will that work? Yeah, okay. It'll automatically actually connect up to the... I keep doing that. I keep accidentally right-clicking. Do they maybe need to be a little bit closer together? Yeah, I think that matches up there. And we're going to have to skirt around the edge of the map or the edge of our city limits. And yeah, from here, we'll turn off the parallel tool, I should say, and we'll have one line going in this direction and one in this direction, which we don't have quite as much room to play with there, but I think it's... What's happening? Why is that there? Did that not connect because of the city limits thing? If so, hate you. Oh, we can't even delete it now. Oh God. Okay, we might need to have an emergency square purchase over here because we sort of stuffed everything up. Otherwise, we could just leave it for the moment and not connect up in that direction. Yeah, we probably should just do that, to be honest, rather than wasting a square there that we're not necessarily going to be using right now. So in that case, what we'll do, we'll link this pair up. What do I not want to snap to? To existing geometry? Potentially. We'll link up there, and then this one will link up to our other line. Okay. Cool. So we'll have one platform for the intercity service and one for the suburban service, I think. Alrighty, and how are we looking here? So we're getting our mixed use developments over here near the station. We probably actually should have a little node of higher density here, I think, actually, because that's a natural place where people will want to live. So, sorry, we'll leave the existing buildings, actually. Give us a little bit of a patchwork type effect, but yeah, these areas we've got free, we might fill in with some additional high density. Lovely. So yeah, we're starting to fill in. I really like this building here, actually. Yeah, I mean, in City Skylines 1, you didn't have the true sort of high density. Obviously, there was the option to place down high density, but it was really more sort of medium density, at least in the vanilla game. Of course, with custom assets, you did have some quite tall buildings there. I think we might turn off the traffic lights here because it's probably not super busy right now. Yeah, I think that makes a bit more sense, possibly. We could also expand these to 3-lane highways as well. That's actually not how we want that to be. I want to fix that. We want the extra lane to be like so. That's a little bit better. Alrighty, so let's get our new train line set up and convert our existing suburban line. Hang on, where are we? So which one are we looking at? We're looking at the green line. Where does the green line go? Does it go all the way through? I think it does, doesn't it? Might just hide the orange line. Though apparently we're not hiding it anymore. That's actually really annoying. Okay, there we go. That's worked now. So we'll drag this out. Have it come in here. Perfect. And then we'll also have an intercity route as well. There we go. Nice. So yeah, I was mentioning making this a bit of a education precinct, and I think we might get started on that now as well. So as you can see, we've got poor coverage probably for everything, I would expect. Apparently not poor coverage for high school. Interesting. Yeah, we'll get a sort of a few different options available. Might maybe get some walking paths around here. To make everything a little bit more nice and walkable. High school, I think, has quite a few different buildings, doesn't it? It's got like sports fields and everything. Let's have a look and see how we'll go there. So the extension wing is fine. School library is fine as well. It's here. Which that's fine as well, actually. That will fit in quite nicely there. Might even get it in. And college and university. So I might just get a university in. Oh yeah, well, definitely not getting a college in there as well. Oh, we can probably actually fit everything in. But yeah, university is what we're going to focus on for the moment. What expansions does that have? The library is a separate building. Extension wing isn't. And the park, oh, park's massive. We might actually need to further extend this grid. That's okay. Interesting. In any case, I'm just going to get paths all through here once again. Maybe some additional parking might be good as well. Obviously, we've got quite a bit of parking at our university, but for, you know, students with cars and, you know, people making the morning drop-off, things like that, we might potentially be able to get some additional parking in. Maybe we could actually sneak it around here. Get like just an alley. Even a pedestrian street. No, an alley will be fine. So we could just sneak that in here. So just get it in like so. No, we need to remove our paths. Being a bit odd right now. But we worked it out. Okay, let's see. Can we get some sort of parking structure in here? Looks like we can get potentially a medium in. Sort of, but it also has the pedestrian path going through it. Okay, interesting. Game is definitely misbehaving a little bit. Got some weird stuff happening, I would say. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's pretty nice. So hopefully we should start to have some students. Got 2 students at our university. Very nice. No one at our high school, apparently. And 12 students at our primary school. Very cool. It looks like the snow is slowly starting to melt. Obviously, it's February now. It's heading towards the end of winter. And yeah, very cool. It's the first time I've experienced winter and snow in this game. Yeah, I'm a fan of it, to be honest. It's pretty cool. I don't know what's happened there. Some sort of god ray has come down and melted the snow in that line. And also in that line. Yeah, no, I'm a fan. Get some districts down as well, so we can start to get some names. I think we'll do sort of this as our primary district here, which is Cedar Crest, apparently. Might change that one. And we will get another district here. Blackbird Glade. Don't like it. Well, this is going to be Azure Delta because this is our actual CBD area, I guess you could say. And what are we going to call this one? I don't like that. Wish you could, like, randomize names. Because sometimes it does come up with good names. Just sometimes also not. Blackbird Square. Why not? Okay. Public transport, I think, is going to be crucial in this area. So we're actually going to unlock a new form of it to use here. So popping down to the public transport, we are going to unlock trams. Of course, subways will probably be a next step after this, but I think trams are going to be a, quite nice, shall we say, addition to this area. So we can, of course, have trams going to our educational institutions. They can also link up to the train station. And probably, I don't know if we'll have them run down Beach Street, but definitely we can have a bit of a loop, I think, to, allow people to get around. So let's get started with trams. So we, of course, need a tram depot, which is it's not a massively large building. It's actually not too bad. Question is, where can we get it in? Potentially we could get it here, I think. Which, of course, links up. Actually, I don't know if we want it there. We might want to move it away so there's not a intersection so close to our main road. So that might be a better area there, I think. And we might have it going one way around our Blackbird Square. And then, yeah, from there we will get some double tram tracks. We'll add a section of double track there just to fix that up. Obviously, there was some stuff not being liked there. And we will switch back to one-way here. At least for the moment. We can always upgrade it to two-way later on. Now, I think on this road, that actually makes it separated. So we might see if we can upgrade this to a asymmetric road. I don't know if it'll work if we're doing it like that. Okay, it looks like it does. Cool, there you go. In fact, when we do it like that, it's not shared anyway. Okay, right, I guess we need to get rid of the center divider if we want to do that. So we'll do it that way instead. Because we don't really need 3 lanes at this point. Alrighty, so now we just need to get a line set up, don't we? Oh, we need to get some stops in as well, of course. All right, let's go. Beautiful. So we should hopefully start to see some trams coming out of our depot very shortly to run our new tram route. There we go, just phasing through the doors as you do. But yeah, we got trams. Happy days. And there's probably just a few more services we need to get in here to really finish things off. So of course going to need probably a hospital, to be honest, rather than a medical clinic, because this is a major sort of area. And it looks like that will fit quite well in our grid, which is good. Oh, small city. And that is another 15. Another 15 squares we can unlock. We're not going to do that right now, but that is good to know. And what else do we have here? Fire and rescue. Probably we could do with an actual fire station here. And probably a police headquarters as well. So we might pop over to the progression panel or the development panel and just get those unlocked as well. Ooh, this one actually needs a slightly different configuration, so we might get rid of that, and it should fit in there. Perfect. Okay, a little bit uggers. Gosh. No. We can get it in here instead. Oops. Yeah, it's better. And finally, in terms of our police headquarters, that's also another building that doesn't quite match up with our grid shape, but luckily, for whatever reason, I'd left this bit without filling it in, so it just fits in. Perfect. We've used so much of our money right now, so we couldn't build another one of these large buildings even if we wanted to. But I think we do need to get some parks in. Obviously, there's next to no leisure in this area. Potentially, we could even look to get some sports parks in as well. Let's see, how much are they going to cost us? Not bad. So we'll get a mixture of regular parks and also sports parks in as well. So we've got a few different options there. Skate park might be nice. Got this little area here that hasn't filled in yet. That might be a good option to get a few different of these sort of sports parks in. It would be a little bit of a sports precinct, I guess. A mini sports precinct. A little outdoor gym. We're not going to get the basketball court in though, it looks like. We might actually be able to cram it in. We'll need to move our outdoor gym. I think we can do it. Move you over there for a sec. The basketball court, we can get in here. Lovely. Where was it? The skate park. Yeah, nice. We can fit that in. We can even get 2 outdoor gyms in. Nice. Now we can have a little pedestrian road, or just a path, in fact. And we'll just D-zone this as well. I don't think anything will develop there, but we'll do it anyway. And we might just chuck a couple of nice little trees in here. Nice spruces. There we go. Nice. You'd even get some, I don't know, coffee or some leafy greens, in fact, once you finished your basketball game. We actually have unlocked high density offices as well. So if we've got any office zones that aren't currently used, which I don't think we do actually, but we can start to add some additional, I guess, office zoning, and then potentially as more of if our existing zoning becomes available, we can convert that over as well. We still in fact got massive commercial demand, so probably should add some more of that in as well. Oh, we probably need a cemetery or something over here as well, so people don't have to go all the way over to the old town, potentially. Yeah, some death care would probably be good. Where could we get that in? Cemeteries are massive in this game, which I'm a fan of, to be honest. Let's get a crematorium over there, though. More refrigerators. What was that? Another hearse garage. Why not? Let's do it. There you go. We've got some death care in the area as well. Okay, so this episode is starting to run a little bit long in the tooth, so I think we might leave it there. This is going to be the last City Skylines 2 episode for the year, and I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, and I'm keen to continue playing. This looks terrible, though. It looks like in the most recent patch, they've sort of regressed a little bit, and it's gone back to this crap stuff happening. Our CBD is slowly starting to fill out. We haven't zoned everything yet, but we will continue to add zoning in to welcome new businesses and new residents to this area. There are major challenges we need to handle in terms of transport in this area. Obviously, this is a big destination for the people out in the suburbs. And at this point in time, the infrastructure that we have is not capable of dealing with the demand to travel here. We're a little bit limited in the building permits we have available right now, but I think once we get some more available, we will definitely look to build a new motorway connection to, make this a little bit smoother, a little bit nicer of a journey for those in the suburbs needing to come into work or to visit family or even to go to university. So that is something we'll be looking at next year when we rejoin the series. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you get a ding to your device the next time I post a video. You can find links to all my social media in the description, so please jump on there, like, follow, subscribe, do all that wonderful stuff. Thanks so much to my Founders Club patron, Caleb. Caleb, thank you so much for helping to support the content this year. If you want to help out the channel, you can do so by joining at patreon.com/BobDendry, also on YouTube with a channel membership, or you can just give a super thanks to this video if you want to give a one-off thanks for the content. But until next time, I'm Bob Dendry, this is City Skylines 2. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.